Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to create a custom search filter pipe in Angular application to filter the records. And in this video also, I have implemented a REST API to filter the records. And in this video, what are the points I need to discuss? That is steps to create a custom search filter pipe and display no records found message using search pipe in Angular. So guys, before going through this video, please visit my part 10, that is what is the custom pipe in Angular application and what are the pipes in Angular. So I have created one video on this, that is the part 10, and you will get this video in my playlist called Angular application. Okay guys, so guys, there are few steps I have mentioned. So step number 1 is we need to create a custom pipe by using the following command. So that is the command ng-generate pipe name is search filter. So to create a filter, open your Angular project. So my Angular project is called Web API Angular. So this project I have used in my all videos. After then you need to create click on this 3 dot terminal and new terminal and get this command prompt, right, as a command line, and there you need to give the path of your Angular application, and after then you put your command. After put your command, click enter, and it will create a pipe for your Angular project. So once you create the pipe, you'll get two files for that is one is searchfilter.pipe.ts and searchfilter.pipe.spec.ts. So step number 2 is open the app.module.ts file and see the changes. So guys, once your pipe is created, you need to open your app.module.ts file, and there you'll get one path import section that is automatically added, that is filter pipe, that is import filter pipe and source filter.pipe. And you also customize this pipe import name, right? If you just put your mouse here, loading, and sometimes it will be okay. So filter pipe, and after then inside the declaration area of ng module you need to add this pipe name that is you have created, that is class pipe filter pipe, right? So this line once you create your pipe, and after then you need to add this filter pipe inside the declaration area of ng module, that is here, okay? And no need to add any other things as in the app.module.ts file. So step number 3 is open the source filter.pipe.ts file, and I'll add the required code. So guys, here once you create your pipe, you'll get one file called searchfilter.pipe.ts file. So I have this one, the file, okay, and here I added some codes, that is the import of pipe transform. So I already have discussed that is what is pipe transform and pipe in my previous video, that is part 10. So here pipe name is search filter, and here the export class is filter pipe. And remember guys, this class, that is filter pipe, it should be same as the app.module.ts file import pipe name, that is filter pipe, okay? So make sure that point. So here export class filter pipe implements pipe transform. So pipe transform, it is the interface, okay, and this is the method transform. And here I have added some parameters and arguments, and there is some conditions I have put, okay? If the value is not null or arguments is not null, if it return will be value and it will return the null, okay? And here is value is any, it is parameter, and this is the type is any, and here arguments type is any, okay? And inside the arguments I just put the lowercase, okay? Whatever the parameter, whatever the values passed in the input DOM element, it will convert to the lowercase and will assign to the arguments, okay? And here the debugger I have used. So if you want to debug your Angular application, you just put the debugger. So as of now I just commented out, and I'll show you how to debug, okay? And there's a return value.filter function, and type item is any, and there is a return type is a string-fi, okay? And if you just put your mouse over, filter is any, and the string-fi, it will convert the JavaScript value to a JavaScript object notation string, okay? And these are the parameters, value, replacer, and space. And this item, whatever you pass, then it will convert to lower string to lowercase, converts all alphabetic characters in a string to lowercase, and to includes function, it will return true if source string appears as a substring of the result of converting this object to a string or once or more positions that are greater than or equal to positions. Otherwise it return false. These are the parameters, that is source string and parameter and param position. So whatever inside I have for the arguments value is passed here, I have passed these arguments inside the includes, right, includes function here, includes method. So this is the about the code of source filter.pipe.ts file. Okay, and we need to discuss the next point, that is the step number 4 is we need to create a component. Okay, so to create a component, this is the command nggc source list. So copy this command, go to your terminal and you just put the terminal and hit enter. Once you hit enter, you'll see one folder is created, that is source list, and inside source list it is all about the component related files, source list component.ts, component.css, source list.component.html, source list.component.spec.ts, source list.component.ts file. So once you created one source list component, you can check your app.module.ts file. There is one import section is added, that is source list component, and this is the path, and you need to add this component name, that is source list component, inside the declaration array of ng module, that is here. Okay, and so no need to add any other sections as well for this. So yeah, that's all 2 sections you need to add. Okay, and then the next point is step 5, that is open source list.component.ts, and I'll add the code. So source list.component.ts file. Okay guys, so this is the file and this is the code. So here the 2 import section, component and on-init interface, and the HTTP client is for consume the external API or REST APIs. So this is the component section. Here the selector apps-source list for this component file, and the template URL, nothing but the HTML path and the CSS path. It is mentioned here using template URL and style URLs. So inside export class, source list component implements on init. So why it is on init? It is the interface. To implement the ng on init, you should implement the on init interface. Okay, and in the description you can see it is a lifecycle hook that is called after Angular has initialized all data bound properties of a directive. Define an ng on init method to handle any additional initialization task. Okay, and if you just scroll down, you'll get the details or extra details on it. So here the data properties, any source list property to empty string, and the user list is property to any, and the constructor here I have private HTTP client and derived from the HTTP client whatever you have import, right, HTTP client. So that HTTP client property derived from the HTTP client class. So it will perform the HTTP request. This service is available as an injectable class, and with the methods to perform HTTP request. Each request method has multiple signatures, and return type varies based on the signature, that is called mainly the values of observe and response type. So this is the details of the HTTP client. Okay, and if you just scroll down, it will get the details on it and the example for HTTP request example and JSON example, patch example. Okay, so that is all about the HTTP client class. And inside ng on init method, so it is a callback method that is invoked immediately after the default change detector has checked the directives data bound property for the first time, and before any of the view of or content children have been checked. It is invoked only once when the directive is instantiated. Okay, so that is the return type is void. Okay, and inside you can see this, using this keyword I getting the HTTP client, that is this one property, and I have getting the get method. If you just put over your mouse, you can see the get method body structure that will construct a get request that interprets the body as an JSON object and returns the response body as a as a JSON object. If you just scroll down, you get the details of the get method. Okay, so this get method is actually from a HTTP client class, right? Here you can see. So there are headers, context, parameters. Okay, and observe, params, report progress, response type. You'll get the with credentials is a boolean type, so you can get the details if you put over your mouse as well. So inside the get I have mentioned this REST API URL, right? That is the external API. Okay, and if you copy this URL, I go to my Postman and put this get request URL, sort the get request and hit enter, hit the send request. Okay, and you can see the response here, right? This is the response is coming from this REST API external URL. So that inside user, that is ID, first name, last name, middle name, age, gender, email. So you can get the response from this URL. So this URL I have implemented here for get request, and they subscribe. So this is the method to subscribe the this value, you can see, right? And inside the rest is a parameter and the type is any, and this value I have mentioned inside the this dot data, okay, and this dot user list. So these are nothing but the properties here we have defined inside the source list component class, okay. And this dot data dot users, so this users actually it is this dot data dot users, right? So this users is nothing but this is the section you can getting from the response, right? This dot data dot users. So that data dot users I have meant part of the value, it will be saved in the user list, and this user list I have put inside the console.log method, and it will get all the data, that is the whatever response we are getting that is related to users, okay. So all about the you'll get these details as well. So this is the all about the code for source list.component.ts file, okay. So it is for consuming the REST API or external APIs, and we need to get the request from this API URL, okay. And the next step is step number 6 is open the source list component.html, and we need to add the code for load records, filter records, and display no records found message. So guys, here I'll go to my source list component.html file, okay. And yeah, so here you notice one thing, that is this is the HTML file, and I have implemented the bootstrap. So how to implement bootstrap I already have mentioned in my previous videos of Angular tutorial. So these are the container, card, form, group, okay. This is all about the bootstrap classes. So there I have used one label for the showing the label control, that is the source user email, and after then there is one input text box I have mentioned for filter the records. So type is email, this is the form control, bootstrap class, ID is source text, area described by source text, and ng model for two-way data binding, okay. So that is ng model. Using ng model I have mentioned the source text, okay. So guys, this source text is ng model name, okay, ng model, and the placeholder, that is it will show enters text to search and autofocus property I have set here. So then to get all the records, there I have mentioned the ul and li on order list and list, okay. And the list class is I mentioned this bootstrap class. Put over your mouse, you'll get the details on it, and this is the bootstrap class. And the inside li, what I'll do is, what I've done is I have mentioned this bootstrap class, and ng for it will iterate all the records, that is let user list, okay. And pipe, and remember guys, here I have source filter pipe, okay. So that will filter the records from Angular application. So here I mentioned the pipe symbol, and remember I have my filter name I have created, that is source filter name, and colon, and the source text. So that source text is nothing but this ng model name, okay. And so in this way we have implemented the custom source filter pipe in Angular to filter the records. And then what I've done is this user list, whatever value it is assigned to the users, that is all the values: ID, first name, last name, maiden name, age, gender, email, phone. But here what I've done is I just want to search filter for email, so that's why I just implemented that is using user right here. What it is coming, all the values, all the properties names, that is from the users, okay, but I want to use this only email, so that's why I have mentioned here user.email, right? So in our page, while the Angular application will load, it will display all the emails of users. Whatever user's name, it will display its all the emails. So I will filter these emails only of that user. So I just close this li list and on another list, and here guys there is one line of code I have mentioned for getting no records found display message. So here using ng container, okay, using ng if there is, I have mentioned that user list, okay, that is nothing but the here user list, okay, and this user list I put a pipe, and this is the pipe I have mentioned here, right? It's what the filter I have created, source filter colon, and with the source text, that is nothing but the ng model as a result, okay. So that is the if condition I have put here, and it will store as a result. And inside div tag I have a loop through all the user list from the result, that is let user list of result and let I equal to index, okay. That is the for loop I have mentioned here. And inside the p, that is the, it will show the no records found. This is the bootstrap class I have mentioned, and the using ng if, okay. What I have done is, remember all the records is inside the result, okay. What I've done is I put a condition: if result dot length, that is 0, it will not return any records, or the record is not found while we try to source the filter, then it will show one message, that is no records found, okay. So that way we can set up the no record display no records found message in our Angular application while we sort the records using a text box. That is the, while the user will type to enter the invalid name or email on that, and there is no records, so it will display the message that is no records found. So close the div tag and the div tag as well. So this is the code for source list.component.html file, okay. Okay, now step number 7, last step is open app.component.html file and add the source list component HTML selector. So guys, here if you open the app.component.html file, this is the code, that is for div class container, and this is the style I have mentioned. And inside div tag I have added one class, bootstrap class, and it is like a header on it, that is it will show filter records using custom source filter pipe in Angular application. And the closing the div tag, and here I have mentioned the source list selector. So this source list selector, actually it is available inside our component, that is source list component.ts file. You remember each component have a selector, that is selector app hyphen source list. So we need to mention this source list selector inside the app.component.html file. So I have mentioned this source list selector here. So we'll go to our steps. So that's all about the steps to configure how to create a custom source filter pipe and related files in Angular application to filter the records in Angular using REST API. So guys, here we need to run our Angular application. So ng sorp, okay, and hit enter. So guys, here you can see the Angular application is compiled successfully, and I'm getting the link here for Angular application, that is localhost, okay, and you'll get this interface, and you can see our Angular application has all the emails I'm getting here, right, user emails, and I need to source this email. So that is, I'll need to source this file, that is otni0@sohu.com. so I just put here SOHU, so it is search the result successfully here. So if you put just 1, I'm getting that no records found, because sohu1 is no records is there. Okay, so if you that is if you want to search another record, that is nhs.uk, so I'll put here nhs.uk. so I'm getting the it's showing the correct result from using the filter. If you put here any invalid after this, it's showing no records found. Okay, and if you just put any invalid value on the search text box, it's showing no records found. If you put here any valid, that is I want to use this tumblr.com TUMBLR, so it's showing the valid record, right? It's showing only one record if you want based on the valid input. And if you put hover on this source text box, that is it's showing please include an @ in the email address, Tumblr is missing an @. If you put here @, it's showing the same records, that is it is a valid record. If you put any invalid things, that is showing no records found. So guys, in this way we can create a custom search filter pipe in Angular application for filter the records using REST APIs, as well as if there is invalid records or no records found, how to set up this display no records found using source filter pipe in Angular application. Okay, now I'll go to my presentation. So guys, here I have added one screenshot, that is while I have created generate pipe, what are the files is there. Okay, and it will be updated to app.module.ts file. Same way for while you create the component, it will create 4 files, along with it will update the app.module.ts file. So I already have discussed these points in the earlier. Okay, and so guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.